This week's lesson focuses on Web 2.0 tools, and we're going to talk about some of the options in the Google Suite for Education. So first, we're going to use Google Forms, and we're going to create a survey. In order to do that, you need to go to your Google Drive, and you can type in drive.google.com in the address bar with Google Chrome open as your browser, or you can go to the matrix and click on Drive. Once you're in Google Drive, you're going to want to click the New button, which is at the top left, and you're going to try to find Google Forms. If it doesn't show up in your list, then you'll click More, and you should see it there. It's going to create a blank form for you, and the first thing you're going to do is give it a title. You can title this the type of survey you're going to do or your last name. For this example, I'm going to do How $33.20 example. And then I get to do insert my questions. So for my form description, I'm going to do Tarleton traditions. And you have to have 5 different types of questions and a total of at least 5 questions. So you can use one different type per question if you're only going to do 5 questions. If you're going to do more than that, then you can use the same type a couple times. But you do have to have 5 different types of questions. So when I click on the question, there's an option over here to the right. There's different types of questions here. You can do short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down, and so on. So the first one I'm going to do is a multiple choice question, and I'm going to say, what is the oldest spirit at TSU? And I'm going to say, Plowboys, or Purple Poo. Okay, so for this, you don't check a right answer. You want to just leave your multiple choice there. So for this, the right answer is Purple Poo, but you'll see that if people would turn in your survey. Now you can make this answer required or not, and then I can either duplicate this or I can say add a new question up here. So under that, instead of multiple choice this time, I'm going to do check boxes. I'm going to say which of the below core values are not Tarleton core values. So leadership, and so on. So you would say which ones are not. Again, you're not going to check the correct answers, but you would give options there. And these don't have to be like quiz questions. They can also be just a survey of what are your favorite core values, Tarleton core values. You can choose how you want to do that. So I'm going to make this required, and then I'm going to add another type of question. And again, you have to have 5 different question types. So for this one, I'm going to say short answer. And I'm going to say, why did you choose Tarleton? And that's just some short answer text. Or I could change that to a paragraph text because somebody might have a lot of information to put there. I'm going to require that. So that's 3 of my 5 questions so far. So I've got to add 2 more. So here I'm going to do I could say file upload, and I could say let respondents upload to Drive, yes. And my question is, please upload a picture of yourself. Now you are not sending this to anyone, so these are just kind of samples. You can say only allow specific file types if you want. I'm going to leave it open. 1 file maximum, 10 megabytes maximum, and they're going to upload a file. And then I've got one more question type, and I'm going to do a linear scale. How has your semester been so far? And so label 1 is going to be very poor to great. So 1 to 5, and it's going to be very poor to great. So now I'm finished here. Those are my 5 questions. I'm going to go up here to the little eyeball, and I'm going to preview it and see if I like how it looks. Okay, there's my file name, what it is. It'll be recorded because I'm using this account. There's my 5 questions. When they hit submit, now up here, this is just purple, so I might not like that. Well, I can't edit from here. I have to go back to my edit tab, and this is where I can change the color, or I can go into this little picture area and I can change my theme. So maybe I want a theme that has purple, or there's different sports. There's all sorts of things, because you could talk about a favorite sport, whatever you want to do. Now what I do need to do is when I preview it, this is the link that I have to upload. So once I've previewed and I see everything's great, that's the link that I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste in the survey assignment. So I'm going to go to this assignment in the week 4 and 5 lab. I'm going to click on the survey and I'm going to paste my link in this area. So I don't have to upload anything here. I'm just going to paste that link, and then I'm going to answer how would I use that? How can you use this in your future classroom? And I could say I could ask parents information, or use it to schedule parent-teacher conferences. That's just an example. So you have to paste the link and let us know how you would use this in your classroom, future classroom. It doesn't have to be a paragraph or anything, just kind of a quick entry of how you would use it in your classroom. Make sure though that the link you paste is the link from the view, not the edit, because if you give us this link, we're not going to be able to see what you've done here. You have to make sure you click view and that's the link you give us, because that's completely different than the link of when you're editing. If you have questions, feel free to email us through the mail function in your Blackboard, and I hope you enjoy this assignment.